games beginning tomorrow. But before we focus on the series to come, you got to take care of business at what's at hand here today, and that is the fourth game of the set with Seattle. Chase Silseth been really good for the Angels lately. He's the Angels' starting pitcher today. As we count down to first pitch, that's being presented by J&J Snack Foods. J&J Snack Foods offering memorable and delicious snack experiences throughout the stadium. So as we count down to first pitch, here are the guys calling today's game. It's Terry Smith and Mark Langston.
Thanks, Trent. The Angels wrap up their four-game series against Seattle this afternoon. The Mariners have won the first three, so the Angels hoping to salvage a victory. Mark, last night it was a ball game that featured strong pitching on both sides. Seattle with the victory 3-2, although the Angels certainly gave them a scare in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, boy, it's one of those games, again, pitching dominated, as you mentioned, both sides. George Kirby, the youngster for the Mariners, was on point in his game. 7 strong innings, gives up just the 1 run. Tyler Anderson was strong in his outing also. He goes 5, and then they pulled him out. They went to the bullpen, and that was one of those issues where Anderson was pitching well, but Phil Devin decided to go to the bullpen. The ninth inning that really made things interesting, and the Angels offense was the ninth inning that really made things interesting, and the Angels offense once again just pushed it to the very limit. In fact, got a bad break there in the ninth inning on the ball that Brandon Drury hit. I don't know how, but it bounces over the fence. If it hits the fence, Velasquez, who was the pinch runner for Moustakas, scores easily, but it hops over. Ground rule double. Set the stage. Mickey Moniak is intentionally walked, and then Hunter Renfroe ends up striking out. So it has not been a good series. A lot of things just haven't gone the Angels' way in the first 3 games of this series.
Yeah, the Angels now have lost 5 in a row and have only 2 wins in the last 9 games, and all of this is coming at a bad time right now, especially dropping 3 straight at home.
Yeah, absolutely. You got 50 games left. The Angels have got to, start getting in the W column. The clock is ticking, and you start getting farther and farther back. It makes it that much tougher to get on then you're going to have to go on a massive run. So they have to start trying to figure out how to string things together. And again, it was one of those games where you pitched well and you didn't have the offensive side where we saw the game before, where they didn't have the pitching side, plenty of offense. So hopefully that will, at some point here, quickly get in sync.
Yeah, the Angels right now right at 500 for the season, 56-56. And the Angels have 4 teams they have to climb to get the final wild card spot. And the Halos now 6 out of the wild card spot going into play today. And the Angels are now 9.5 games out of first in the AL West. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup for this ball game. A guy that's been inserted into the rotation due to the injury to Griffin Canning is Chase Silseth. He's done a nice job last couple starts, and he's going to face another young right-hander, Bryce Miller. Neither one of these pitchers has faced the other team in the past.
Yeah, we're going to get our first look at Bryce Miller, but Chase Silseth, boy, since he's been recalled from AAA, and then he was sent down to really work on his slider, and boy, that has been a money pitch ever since he's come back. You look at his last 2 starts, and it was against the Yankees and the Atlanta Braves. 2-0 record, 1.69 against 2 really good offensive teams. So Chase Silseth is really just starting to find it. We've always known he's got that good plus velocity. He's not afraid of anything. He's okay out on the mound as far as he loves to compete out there. That slider's a brand new weapon for him, and it's really worked out well for him.
Bryce Miller, a guy who has a very good arm as well. He faces the Angels today.
Yeah, and certainly another guy in that Mariner rotation who has a plus fastball and loves to use it. He's going to use it right around 70% of the time. The Angels hitters are going to see fastball. It's 95 to 97, fairly straight, but he's able to work the quadrants. He could come up and in, and then he could paint it down and away. So another guy with really good command, but able to just utilize the fastball.
So the Angels certainly need a victory. Another tough team coming to town to start off the next series here at Angel Stadium. That'll be tomorrow. That's the Giants. They go into play today in second place in the NL West, and they are pretty hot right now. They've won 7 of their last 10. That's all the time we have for you on Countdown to First Pitch on this Sunday. Trent, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Terry. Make sure you guys are staying cool up there. A warm one here at the Big A. If you're on your way to Angel Stadium, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated. hydrated. It is a little toasty here at the ballpark today, but still should be a very fun afternoon for Angels baseball. Hopefully the Angels can get right. Now, the guys we're talking about, they got the right guy on the mound, Chase Silseth for the Angels, as we'll see Bryce Miller for the Mariners. When we come back, we'll tell you about some of the important games across Major League Baseball today as pregame continues right after this here on the Angels Baseball Radio Network.
Hey, Angels.
Angels pregame. Time now to take a peek at some of the big games across Major League Baseball today. That's being brought to you by Huntington Beach Harley-Davidson and Riverside Harley-Davidson, the #1 volume Harley dealer group in California. Well, so far, the Rangers have an early lead on the Miami Marlins. The Boston Red Sox getting drummed by the Blue Jays right now. There's a good game going on between the Yankees and the Astros. So far, all the wrong teams are winning if you are an Angels fan. Halo is going to have to find a way to get a W today to avoid losing any more ground in what has been a tough week as the Halos try to snap this losing streak against the Seattle Mariners coming up in just a bit. It's Chase Silseth going for the Angels, Bryce Miller for the Mariners. My name is Trent Rush. Now it's time for Terry Smith and Mark Langston to take over for Angels Baseball coming up after this on the Angels Baseball Radio Network.